Do you struggle with building good habits and breaking bad ones? You're not alone. Today, I'm sharing the secrets from Atomic Habits to help you transform your life, one small step at a time. Hello everyone, this is Minnie and welcome back to my channel. Most people think that big success comes from big actions, but small daily improvements compound over time into massive results. For example, if you improve 1% every day for a year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started. Building systems is one of the most important things in this chapter because instead of saying, for example, I wanna run a marathon, focus on saying that I'm the kind of person who never skips workout. In this case, you won't have to rely on motivation or something else. You will just do it because that's who you are. You're that kind of person who never skip workout. And the systems are about the processes that lead to reach that goal. I mean, actions and habits that you want to build. So ask yourself, what kind of person I want to be? And write down the small habits that you have to practice in order to become that kind of person. And here, the kind of person you want to be is your goal, and the process and the habits are the systems. And you have to focus on the process and the habits in order to become that kind of person. You have to keep in mind that the effect of the small habits compound over time. Don't expect the progress to be linear because it takes time to reach that point. And when you reach that point, people will call it an overnight success, but it's not. It really takes time. It is like two tectonic plates grinding against each other day by day, until the tension is too great and an earthquake happened. Look at this paragraph because it explains everything. All big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision. But as that decision is repeated, a habit sprouts and grows stronger. Roots entrench themselves and branches grow. So next time, instead of saying I'm trying to quit smoking, say I'm not a smoker. And this was gonna lead us to our next point, which is most people try to change by focusing on the result, on the goal. But the real change happens when you focus on your identity. I'll give you an example of the layers of the behavior change. Imagine like we have a big circle. That big circle is the outcome or the goal, the final goal. Inside that big circle, we have a circle, which is the process. And inside the process, we have a really tiny, small circle, and that circle is your identity. The first layer is changing your outcome, the big circle. And this big circle, this level, is concerned with changing your goals, your result. Losing weight, winning a championship, becoming healthy. The second layer is changing your process. This level is concerned with your habits and systems. Trying a new routine at the gym, for example. The third and the deepest layer is changing your identity. This layer and this level is concerned with your beliefs, with changing your beliefs, your self-image, your judgment about yourself and others. Outcomes are about what you get. Processes are about what you do. Identity is about what you believe. So true behavior change is identity change. The goal is not reading a book, but the goal is to become a reader. The goal is not to run a marathon, but the goal is to become a runner. So when you see yourself as that person, your actions will naturally follow. So how to build habits in 4 simple steps. The first step is the cue, the trigger that reminds you. For example, you wake up, you see your running shoes. For example, if you want to become a reader, you have to put your book in front of you. You have to put it next to you. So every time you see it, try to follow the 2 minutes rule. Say that I'm gonna read for 2 minutes and see how much you'll end up reading. The second step is craving, the desire of the reward. You want to feel energized, you want to feel healthy. The third step is the response, the action and the habit itself when you're performing it. For example, you're reading your books, you're running, you're brushing your teeth. The fourth step is the reward. It's the benefit that reinforces it. It's, for example, when you feel great afterward. Now let's go deeper into the 4 laws of the behavior change to actually build good habits and break bad ones. The first law is to make it obvious because you cannot change what you're not aware of. So start first by identifying the habits that you want to build. Here are some steps to make it obvious. First, you have to write down what you really want to do, what you have to do. Second, use implementation intentions. I will, for example, the habit something at the time in a place. For example, I will study Chinese at 3 p.m. in my study corner. Try habit stacking, which is attaching a new habit to an existing one. For example, right after I finish brushing my teeth, I will drink a glass of water. Design your environment. Make your good habits easy to recognize. For example, put your books in front of you instead of your phone. Put glasses of water instead of juices and soda. The second law, make it attractive. The more fun and appealing the habit is, the easier for us to stick to it. Use temptation bundling, which is to pair something that you love with something that you need, you have to do. For example, I'm gonna listen to my favorite podcast while work out. Surround yourself with the right people, like a community where the habit is so normal to perform. For example, join a fitness group for gym lovers. Create a motivation ritual. Do something you enjoy before the habit. For example, play an energetic music or song before you start in your study session. The third law is to make it easy because the easier the habit, the more likely you are to do it. Remove friction. Reduce any obstacles that make performing the habit harder. For example, lay out your workout clothes before going to bed. Prime your environment. Set everything up to make good habits effortless. For example, keep your snacks within reach, not in the fridge. Your bottles of water in every corner in your house. Use the 2-minute rule. I already explained this for so many times, but I'm gonna explain it again. Make the habit so small that it takes only less than 2 minutes. And you'll end up practicing your habit for so long. Master the decisive moment. Small choices, big impact. For example, choosing one step outside will end up for a long distance walk. The fourth law, make it satisfying. Use reinforcement. For example, try to give yourself rewards after finishing a habit. For example, right after you finish workout, try to drink your favorite smoothie. Track your progress. For example, use habit trackers. Mark an X in your calendar when you finish something. When learning a language, I recommend you Duolingo because it has like strikes that makes you want to learn every day in order to not lose it. Never miss twice. If you miss one day, get back on track as soon as possible. Skip the workout, make sure to exercise the next day. Now that we know how to build good habits, let's talk about how to break bad ones. The first law, make it invisible. If you don't see it, you won't crave it. For example, if you want to stop junk food, don't keep it in your house. Struggling with social media addiction? Log out or delete the apps. And I have a specific video about social media and how to deal with it and how to focus on your time to do something better. And I'm gonna put the link here or here. Watch it, guys, and share it with your friends who need it. The second law, make it unattractive. Focus on the benefits of leaving that habit. For example, if you want to stop smoking, say that I'm gonna be a healthy person. I'm not going to hurt my health anymore. The third law, make it difficult. Try to add obstacles between you and the bad habit. For example, if you want to stop watching TV at night, try to unplug it and remove the remote. Use a commitment device. Make it harder for your future self to slip up. For example, give your friend your money and tell them to only return it to you if you stick to your habits. The fourth law, make it unsatisfying. Get an accountability partner, someone who reminds you every time you slip in, someone who keeps you in check. Tell your friend your goals so they can remind you every time you slip. Now that we build good habits, how to stick to it, how to stay consistent and motivated. Staying consistent is the key to make a habit last. Focus on identity-based habits. When your identity is tied to a habit, you're more likely to stuck to it, to act like that kind of person. When your identity is tied to a habit, you're more likely to become that kind of person you want to perform that habit, to stuck to it. Use the 2-day rule. Never skip a habit 2 days in a row. Missing 1 day is okay, but missing twice can break the momentum. Track progress and celebrate small wins. Use a habit tracker because seeing your progress keeps you motivated. And try to reward yourself when you accomplish something. Now guys, it's your turn. What kind of person you want to become? What good habits you want to build and what bad habits you want to break? Tell me in the comment because I would love to hear from you. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe to not miss any video of mine. And let's build better habits together.